your moment. Don't tell me how bad you want it. Prove to yourself how bad you want it. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nothing get in your way. Every day you wake up, every day you breathe, you should be improving yourself. You should be taking steps to reach your destiny. Don't let nothing stop you. It's your moment. It's your time. How bad do you want it? Do you want it?
Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again live and direct from Unleashing the Creativity Within You. And I got another powerful message for you. This message is entitled The Power of a Good Attitude. The power of a good attitude. Listen, I want you to think for a second with me over the course of your life. I just want you to take a second. I don't want you to get all hype and pumped up right now. That's not my aim. My goal is to make you think. I want you to look over your life and think about how many opportunities have you gained when you had a good attitude. When even though the obstacles were stacked against you, you said, you know what, I can do this. You know what, no matter what it takes, I'm gonna make it. And if you're a spiritual person, you say God is on my side. If God be for me, who could be against me? No matter what, in your mind, you said to yourself, I'm going to make it. Things could have looked really bad. Lights could have been out, or you could have got hurt, or looked like you was failing your classes, whatever. You fill in the blanks. I just want you to go there for a moment with me and think that how your attitude pulled you into a good situation. Has it ever happened to you? I mean, I want you to think about it. I really sat down and thought about this in my own life and how I've come so far in so many ways and so many points in my life. How when the obstacles were stacked against me, when I could have just quit if I had a negative attitude, or I could have just said, you know what, this is not for me. I could have talked myself out of it, the good things in my life, right? By the way that I saw it, by the way I perceived it. And instead of having a good attitude, had a negative attitude. I would have pushed away the people that came into my life to help me. I would have blocked off all opportunities that came into my way with a negative attitude. But with a positive attitude, it's like I got on that train and I rode it all the way to the good life. Do you understand what I'm saying? And even where I am right now, by me having a positive and good attitude, it's taking me to a better future, a better destiny. I want you to think about your own life. Do you have a good attitude? Because your attitude is going to determine your altitude. Your attitude is going to determine how high in life you rise. It's going to determine where you go and how you get there. Now I want you to do something else with me. I want you to think back of all the times in your life, and you might have to go there. It might be painful, but you got to dig deep. You got to go there for a moment. And I want you to think about all the times you had a negative attitude in life. I mean a bad attitude, just, oh, I can't do it. We can't do it. I'm not doing this. I don't care type of attitude, and see where it got you. See where it got you. You might be a believing in God type person, church going person, whatever. But your attitude was very poor at that particular moment, because choices determine your life. Nothing else. Choices determine your life. So if you had a negative attitude during that moment, you were making a choice based out of negativity that put you on a path that you should have never been on for that particular moment. And even though I did this exercise for myself too, and I realized when I used to play basketball, how many scholarship offers that I possibly lost out on during my high school years because of my attitude during that time. Having a short temper and just blowing up and being upset about certain things when, hey man, win or lose, I gotta have a good attitude. Whatever the coach is asking me to do, let me do it to the best of my ability. Not, you're not on the floor, you don't know what I'm doing, I'm the point guard, come on, Mike, you can't do that. You gotta have a good attitude. And I'm not making any excuses, but I think back that sometimes not having a father figure growing up and just raised by a mom, see, moms oftentimes treat sons different than they do a daughter in terms of the responsibility that's placed on them. But when I did have those father figures around me, challenging me, telling me to do this and telling me to do that, I rebelled against it. And I see that now that poor attitude, hindered me during that time. Didn't hinder me in life because I changed my attitude, because once I realized that if I want to get to anywhere in life, you got to work with people, and you got to be a likable person, and you got to have a good attitude. No man is an island, and your attitude can't be stinky, funky, nasty, because no one wants to work with you. And your attitude opens up doorways for you to get to where you want to go. And last but not least, it's much easier to me and happier to have a good attitude and dwell within myself. Because if I have a good attitude, I have a positive outlook on everything. My attitude is I can make it. If God be for me, who could be against me? Me and my wife want to do something. Okay, honey, we can do this. No matter what it's looking like, we can do this. We pray about it, and I speak positively. Because guess what? As a husband, as a father, my attitude affects the whole household. If I'm negative, it brings down her attitude, it brings down the kids' attitude, and everybody's sad in the house. If I'm positive, full of faith, we can make it, we can do it, everybody gets on board. My wife is like, that's right, we can do it. The kids are like, that's right, Dad, we can do it. See, so I'm the leader of this ship. I'm the leader of this train. And that's the way God created it. And so I realized that I have a duty, I have a right, I have a responsibility to have a positive attitude, no matter what. Because there's only two ways that you can see things: half full or half empty, positively or negatively. And I understand that having a negative attitude is going to put me and my family in a detrimental situation. But having a positive attitude is only going to put us in a good situation perpetually. So I want to challenge you today to have a great attitude. I don't know what you're facing, I don't know what you're going through, but there's only two ways for you to look at it. You could look at it like, hey, I'm coming out this thing on top, I'm going to win, I prayed about it, and it's going to work out in my favor. Or you could look at it like, oh man, we're doomed, we're not going to make it, And I want you to be careful who you're listening to and what you're listening to and what you're watching, because that will also affect you in a positive or negative way. This is your man, Mike Bowens, and I'm signing off saying stay positive and be blessed. Until next episode.